Great Pyramid of Giza has three Pyramid of Khufu, Pyramid of Khafra, and Pyramid of Menkaure, each pyramid built by different kings. Pyramid of Khufu, which is built by the king Khufu. It is the world's tallest man-made structure. It is 146.5 meters tall, 481 feet. This was the tallest man-made structure in the world for more than 3,800 years, until the Eiffel Tower was completed in Paris in 1889, but also some other scholars have pointed that Lincoln Cathedral spire in England, built with the height of 160 meters in 1300, was the first to break the record of Khufu pyramid. In 1500s, due to a massive earthquake, its tower was collapsed. The second pyramid in Giza is Pyramid of Khafra, which is built by King Khafra, son of Khufu, and the third pyramid of Giza is Pyramid of Menkaure, built by King Menkaure, grandson of Khufu and son of Khafra. It took 20 years to build Pyramid of Khufu. Estimated over 100,000 workers worked to build this massive structure. The pyramids of Khufu were once covered in a white casing made of glimmering limestone, which was so polished that it would reflect the sun's rays. Unfortunately, over time the casings have slowly disappeared after becoming loosened by earthquakes and crumbling to rubble, and it was also taken and used by various rulers and kings to build other building projects. What is seen today is the underlying core structure. The Great Pyramid of Khufu consists of an estimated 2.3 million blocks of stone. Some of these stones are of such immense size and weight, such as the granite slabs in the king's chamber, and the logistics of raising and positioning them so precisely seems an impossibility by modern standards. The pyramid itself is estimated to weigh 6.5 million tons. The largest granite stones in the pyramid, found in the king's chamber, weighs 25 to 80 tons. It was transported from Aswan. Aswan is more than 800 kilometers away from Giza. It is estimated that 5.5 million tons of limestone, 8,000 tons of granite imported from Aswan. No one knows how they have transported this huge quantity for this much distance. 500,000 tons of mortar were used in the construction to connect the two blocks of the Great Pyramid. Scientists have been baffled by the mortar that was used for the construction of the pyramid. The mortar is way stronger than the rocks that were used. Scientists have actually analyzed the chemical composition of the mortar and tried to reproduce, but they have not been able to reproduce it. How it was built still puzzles people in the modern days. There are many theories predicted and explained, like the theory of ramps running around the outside structure. Some others think aliens provided the advanced technology to build this structure. Some of the scholars suggested that they have moved the blocks with water power, and others said interior ramps built it to carry the blocks. Despite the scorching heat in Egypt, the temperature inside the pyramids remains a constant 20 degrees Celsius. Although Egypt and the pyramids are known for its synonymous with hieroglyphics, surprisingly no writing or hieroglyphics or any kind have been found within the Great Pyramid of Giza. Also, no mummies are found inside the pyramids, which is really strange. This is the original entrance of pyramid. Today tourists enter the Great Pyramid via the Robbers Tunnel. This is the blueprint of Khufu's pyramid. The Great Pyramid contains 3 burial chambers that were intended to house Khufu and the litany of goods and treasures he would take with him in the afterlife. Upon entering the pyramid, a passage descends about 354 feet into the bedrock, levels off, and continues another 29 feet to an unfinished, underground chamber. About 93 feet down the descending passage, a hole in the roof leads to the ascending passage, a 129-foot stretch that rises to the Grand Gallery. It is the only known pyramid with a passage that slopes upward. At the start of the gallery is a passage to the Queen's Chamber, which measures 18.9 feet high. A series of shafts, extending from the north and south walls, were explored multiple times, but their purpose has yet to be undiscovered. Back at the Grand Gallery, a 28-foot-high, 153-foot-long passage leads up to the King's Chamber. Inside, the walls are entirely covered in granite, and a pair of shafts, which at one point were thought to be air shafts, slope up and out the north and south sides of the pyramid, leading many experts to believe that they had an astrological purpose. Khufu's sarcophagus is the only object that remains in the room, and its lid is gone and a chunk of the corner is missing. At top the roof was a series of relief chambers that took pressure off the room below. There are 3 boat-shaped pits found around the pyramid, of a size and shape to have held complete boats, though so shallow that any superstructure, if there ever was one, must have been removed or disassembled. In May 1954, the Egyptian archaeologist Kamal el-Malik discovered a 4th pit, a long, narrow rectangle, still covered with slabs of stone weighing up to 15 tons. Inside were 1,224 pieces of woods founded. These were entrusted to a boat builder, who worked out how the pieces fit together. The entire process, including conservation and straightening of the warped wood, took 14 years to assemble the ship. The result is a cedar wood boat 43.6 meters (143 feet) long, its timbers held together by ropes, which is currently housed in a special boat-shaped, air-conditioned museum beside the pyramid. The Egyptians believed that their pharaohs should be buried along with their treasure and sometimes even with their slaves and pets to help their kings to live luxuriously in their afterlife. Hence gold, jewelry, clothes etc. were put into the tombs with their bodies. However, over the years, rulers of other kingdoms have destroyed the pyramids and taken these jewels and valuables back to their own respective kingdoms. Some of the archaeologists believes that all the pyramids were robbed when new kingdom formed in Egypt. Once it was robbed, the doors were sealed again. Pyramid was entered by robbers after the end of the Old Kingdom. Along with his tomb, Khufu's pyramid complex includes 3 small pyramids built for his wives, a mortuary temple, and mastabas tombs for the relatives and officials who would accompany Khufu on his journey in the afterlife. Khufu's son Khafre built a 446 feet pyramid. Khafre also commissioned the Great Sphinx at the front of the complex. Menkaure, the son of Khafre and grandson of Khufu, built a relatively modest 213-foot pyramid nearby. Still there are lots of unsolved mysteries, strange things and theories are there on Giza pyramids. We'll see all this in detail in our upcoming videos.